Welcome, everyone. Thank you for being here today to celebrate a joyous and momentous occasion in the life of our great university. I'm Richard Stevens, and I have the honor of chairing our Board of Trustees and chair the Chancellor Search Committee. Earlier this morning, the UNC Board of Governors voted unanimously to confirm Dr. Kevin Guskiewicz as the 12th Chancellor of the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. At the start of our search committee process back in August, we said the following: at this critical moment in higher education, it's essential to have a visionary leader in place to lead and advance the initiatives of our great university. Kevin Guskiewicz is that visionary leader. A world-renowned neuroscientist, researcher, and academic leader, he's called Chapel Hill home for almost 25 years. In the past 10 months, he's served as interim chancellor, guiding this university with a sure hand. As you all know, before serving as interim chancellor, he was dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, our largest academic institution. Throughout the process of this search, the search committee and the board of trustees have been incredibly impressed by Kevin's leadership. We witness his willingness to listen to constituents across the campus, his creative thinking and problem solving, his commitment to our state, and his strategic planning in addressing our critical needs. With the current challenges across our state and indeed across the world, we need a leader who understands the broader issues we face in higher education, and at the same time, someone who makes this university unique and knows it's unique. Kevin Guskiewicz is that leader for this important moment in our history. Authentic, genuine, humble, and effective. It's been an honor for our Board of Trustees to have worked with him for the past 10 months in accomplishing our school's mission of excellence in teaching, research, and service. With today's announcement, we're confident with our direction as a university and in our ability to maintain and remain focused on our goals. I want to thank the members of the search committee, the trustees, the faculty, of staff, of students, and alumni for their hard work and dedication in this process, and a number of you are here today. Thank you. We conducted a thorough international search and identified the best of the best. Thanks to President Roper, the Board of Governors, and the UNC system for their support and assistance on this journey. I also want to thank the entire university community who contributed to this search, from sending us ideas by email, participating in forums, to build our leadership profile, and indeed nominating candidates. I'm grateful to everyone for your commitment to our university. It's now my privilege to introduce Dr. Bill Roper, a real friend of this university, and interim president of the university system, to bring remarks. President Roper.
Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you, Richard. I'm pleased to join with all of you today to celebrate Kevin Guskiewicz's appointment as the 12th Chancellor of UNC. Thank you, Richard, for your splendid leadership of this important search. Just about 10 months ago, February 7th to be exact, I looked at my calendar this morning, I participated in another event like this one where I announced his appointment as interim chancellor. Over these 10 months, I've had the opportunity, and you all have had the same opportunity, to see how he leads, how he communicates, how he inspires, and how he listens. And he's done all of that and done it very well. That's why I recommended him to the UNC Board of Governors for today's appointment. And that's why I believe their vote this morning was unanimous. As others have said, public service is a noble calling. I believe Kevin Guskiewicz has that calling. And he also has the all too rare combination of a commitment to service, humility, and civility. Carolina is in very good hands with you at the helm, Kevin. I look forward to working with him in the time ahead, and indeed there's much important work to be done. It's now my pleasure to introduce Ashton Martin, a Moorhead Keynes Scholar here at Carolina, and the first Native American student body president at this great university. Ashton.
Thank you, Dr. Roper. Good afternoon, everyone. As Dr. Roper said, my name is Ashton Martin, and I'm the student body president here at Carolina. I'm excited to be here today to welcome our new official chancellor, Chancellor Guskiewicz, and to share a few parting words as he assumes this position. When giving advice to someone preparing to take on a new role, especially this one, I think it's important to first provide some context. The Carolina many of us call home today is fraught with tension. Students are anxious for a variety of reasons. With final grades being posted, preparing for the spring semester, and the overall anxiety that heading home for the holidays brings for some students, there are many things for students to be stressed about. Most of these things are a given and cannot be mediated by your office specifically, but I want to anchor us on one idea in particular that will be particularly relevant for you in your new role as Chancellor, and that is the recent decision concerning Silent Sam. The announcement that Silent Sam would be permanently moved to another location other than UNC brought with it mixed emotions from the student body. Many students were excited to hear that the monument would no longer occupy a space on campus, but disappointed to learn that UNC would be paying a Confederate group $2.5 million to effectively handle this statue and, by extension, this problem. As a student myself who has spoken with other students about their experiences and thoughts, this is not enough. Silent Sam may be gone, but the feelings and sentiments associated with it remain prevalent both on campus and in the minds of students everywhere. Chancellor Guskiewicz, you now bear the responsibility to make sense of this new situation and to lead us forward now that Silent Sam is gone. In order to do this, we want you to confront UNC's history and acknowledge the wrongs it has committed in the name of the Confederacy and furthering a racist agenda with this settlement. We want to see you take an active stance against the sentiments of racism, hate, and suppression that have taken space up on our campus for far too long. But most importantly, we want to see you publicly denounce hate and provide actionable solutions for the minority populations who have been harmed time and time again because of this statue. It will not be an easy feat, but I think it's important you get a good idea of what assuming this role will mean to the students who call UNC home. Chancellor Guskiewicz, there is a lot to do, and I hope to work directly with you as we push forward solutions that better the lives of minority students in the wake of recent events. I hope that you will rely on the student voice when making decisions that ultimately impact students and stand for students always. Now is the time to be bold, and it's certainly the time to be students-focused. Thank you.
My first meaningful insights into Chancellor Guskiewicz came only 2 months ago, as this great university celebrated its 226th birthday. As some of you may remember, the theme for University Day was Service to the State, and this chancellor, as interim chancellor, chose that theme. During the celebration, faculty stood with their community partners. We heard from an out-of-state undergraduate student who needed an affordable ride home for fall break, and when he couldn't find a solution, he created an app for that. He based his work on the skills he had developed on this campus. We heard a mayor of a coastal town threatened by climate change and rising sea levels share new hope for his region through the amazing work of the faculty on this campus. And we heard from a Cumberland County assistant manager whose efforts to stem the local opioid crisis had stalled before the support of this campus changed the curve. Our chancellor's commitment to the university's mission of service to the state of North Carolina was on full display that day. And as he focused on the students and community members who benefit from and inform our work, he served to inspire us all. Just weeks later, I had the pleasure of watching Chancellor Guskiewicz engage with our faculty, administrators, and community partners for 3 long days on the Tar Heel bus tour. I was awed, simply awed, by his genuine curiosity about the work of faculty across disciplines as he crisscrossed the state. As a faculty member, I was bolstered by his intellectual engagement with the notion of academic excellence for the public good, as he examined examples of UNC faculty research here and there. Whether the topic was education, health, the environment, the economy, he wanted to know more. And what impressed me most was he didn't just want to know more at the sites in front of the crowds. As he sat on the bus with faculty members, he grilled them on what they were doing, and his engagement was authentic. Finally, I want to confess, as a member of the search committee, as well as a member of the faculty on this great campus, that I brought a very heavy sense of responsibility to my role in helping to choose the next chancellor of this university. As Chair Stevens said, this is an important moment for the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. Indeed, it feels like it gets more important every day. It was critical for us and for this process to deliver to this university the absolute right person for the times. The moment I realized that the right person was Kevin Guskiewicz was when someone asked him, "What is your favorite place on campus?" His answer came immediately: in a classroom with our students. It was a better than perfect answer. At the end of the day, we are all here to develop the next generation of leaders at every level and for every sector. We are here in service of students like Ashton and any chancellor who fails to recognize that, fails to understand our fundamental purpose. So thank you, Chancellor Guskiewicz, for so clearly reflecting, even as an interim, your understanding of the importance of teaching, research, and service on this campus, all of which are our obligation to this state. Thank you for your genuine curiosity, your resolve, and your willingness to point to a North Star. You will need all of that in the years ahead to deliver on your promise to make this not just the University of North Carolina, but the university for North Carolina, a place where people come from every corner of the state and beyond, knowing they will all have full opportunity to thrive, experience educational excellence, and advance knowledge for the betterment of even those who will never have the opportunity to grace our campus. I wish you good luck.
Good afternoon, UNC family. My name is Shana Hill, and I'm the chair of the UNC Employee Forum. I was honored to ask to be served on the search committee. With the weight of my responsibilities to the 8,600 staff employees of the university, I took this commitment very seriously. I was welcomed by everyone on the committee, and space was graciously created for my thoughts and opinions. The process was respectful and inclusive, and I couldn't be more delighted with the outcome. I have served as the chair since July of 2017, and I don't have to tell you that these have been challenging times. But I am no stranger to challenges. I am the accidental byproduct of an unlikely union between a Catholic mother and a Jewish father, given a Yiddish name reserved for babies and pets. Shana Punim means pretty face in the language of my great-grandmother. Right about now, you're probably wondering, why is she going on about that? Let me explain. If you are used to being in the uncomfortable places in the middle, you gain an understanding about authenticity. You become skilled at knowing who is being real and who is not. From my very first meeting with Kevin, I knew that he was an absolutely authentic person. He listens with the intent to understand, and he has always made me feel valued and important. He recognizes the tremendous contribution that staff make to the university, and it is my belief that he will guide us through the changes ahead with grit and determination. When I think of Kevin in this role, in this space, and this time, I'm reminded of the wisdom of Rabbi Hillel. If I am not for myself, who will be for me? If I am not for others, what am I? And if not now, when? The time is now for this authentic leader to become his true self by standing for inclusion and community and helping to heal and unite us all, everyone, no exceptions. Thank you, Kevin, for accepting this awesome responsibility at such a critical time in the history of the university that we all hold so dear.
And now, it is my honor for the first time to introduce to this group and to this university our 12th Chancellor, Chancellor Kevin Guskiewicz.
Thank you, Richard. Today is an incredible day for me and for my family. My first day of work at Carolina was also Chancellor Michael Hooker's first day, July 1st, 1995. And since then, I've worked alongside Chancellors Hooker, McCoy, Meeser, Thorpe, and Folt. And I've learned from each of them along the way. And today, I'm humbled and honored to become Carolina's 12th Chancellor. I'm prepared to lead us forward with purpose, humility, vision, alongside our world-class faculty, dedicated staff, and 30,000 curious and brilliant students. I want to begin by saying thank you. I'm here today because of the support of our amazing Carolina community. My colleagues in exercise and sports science, where I began my career as a junior faculty member 25 years ago. My team at the Gefeller Center and the Center for the Study of Retired Athletes, where my passion as a researcher will always remain. And the outstanding team in the College of Arts and Sciences, where I served as dean. But my thanks truly goes to the entire Carolina community. All our students, faculty, and staff who have engaged me with and supported me during these 10 months as interim chancellor and beyond. I want to thank the search committee, representing all corners of our campus, for your work in this process. To our board of trustees, it has been an honor to work with you as your interim chancellor, and I want to thank you for the confidence that you've instilled in me, and I look forward to our continued partnership. We will do great things together for our beloved university. And to interim president Bill Roper and the Board of Governors, I'm grateful for this opportunity to lead the nation's first public university, and thank you for your support. I could not be more thankful to stand every day alongside Provost Bob Bluen and my Chief of Staff, Amy Locklear-Hertel, and our dedicated leadership team who are committed to ensuring that we remain the leading global public university in the United States. On the day that I was announced as dean 4 years ago, I talked about how I was driving back to Virginia, Charlottesville, in 1995, February of 1995, after my interview here in Chapel Hill. I had never been here before. And I called and talked to my wife, Amy, and I said, it just felt right. After almost 25 years, that feeling remains. Carolina just feels right. It's not because of the historic architecture or the way the sunlight comes through the oaks on Polk Place, or even the energy that you feel in the pit at midday. Lots of schools have those things. What makes us different is our people. Few schools have what we have, and that's a community of students, faculty, and staff who work across boundaries to collaborate and find solutions. You know those low stone walls that you see when you walk across campus. They don't just describe our campus, but they describe our culture of Carolina. Our community fights for the values we believe in, all while excelling in the highest levels, whether it's the arts and humanities, the sciences, medicine, and public health or law. This community, our students, faculty, and staff, is constantly improving and challenging itself to be better. Who do we aspire to be? And I will ask that of people often. Who do we aspire to be? My vision for Carolina is what we will move forward into the future with boldness and confidence, and that our work is vital for the people of North Carolina, the nation, and the world. And I hope that we will always be a place that inspires innovation, motivates excellence, and serves as a welcoming community for every student, faculty, and staff. I'm proud of the work and the progress that we're seeing on our campus right now, and I'm excited to accelerate it in the months to come. We will need your help. Our new strategic plan, Carolina Next, Innovations for Public Good, is a roadmap to where we are headed. This plan will bring transformative change to our campus. Its very first initiative, as you've heard me talk about across campus, is called Build Our Community Together. I'll say it one more time. Build our community together. Diversity and inclusion must be a priority, and we must ensure that every person on our campus feels safe, welcomed, and included. While we've been working on this for the past year, it is more important now than ever. Ashton, I really appreciate your comments, and I hear you along with the voices of many on our campus. We do have work to do. That's why today, as part of building our community together, that first strategic initiative, I'm announcing a long-term significant investment to create a stronger community here at Carolina. I'm committing $5 million to this endeavor. This fund will seed the History, Race, and a Way Forward Commission, which will include academic initiatives to strengthen our research and teaching, help us to study our past, and learn from that past, heal from that past, and move forward together as a community. It will also support our Campus Safety Commission's important work and fund diversity trainings and initiatives that build our campus community. This is just the start, and if there's one defining value of a university, and particularly the University of North Carolina, it's a constant refining of ourselves as a community. Carolina is our 30,000 students, and we will always pursue excellence in teaching. As dean, I worked alongside colleagues to redesign our general education curriculum. We're in the midst of a shift in how we teach and how we prepare our students for jobs that don't even yet exist. Education is changing, and we must lead the way. Carolina is one of the last truly public universities. We will build upon that commitment to access and affordability. We are the best value in higher education, and we will raise $1 billion in scholarships in the campaign for Carolina, and I'm committed to that. We must always remain curious and teach our students the same. Carolina is one of the largest research institutions in the world. We will build our research enterprise together. It's currently at over $1.1 billion annually to cure disease, answer questions, and solve the world's most difficult problems, all while identifying the problems of tomorrow. And that's how we work at Carolina, in this culture of collaboration. Carolina is global. We will transform our university with a global mindset, giving our students the experiences they need to succeed in a global economy. we have the potential and capacity to change the world. Carolina dreams big. We will accomplish all of this because of the support of thousands who invest in our mission. We have officially reached, and proud to announce, this came out last week, but today I'm going to just amplify it. We have reached the $3 billion mark in the campaign for Carolina. And this is a journey that is reimagining what is possible on our campus. And gift by gift, initiative by initiative, we will strengthen our leading global public research university, because that is the university of our state and a public university dedicated to solving the public's concerns. We've always been the University of North Carolina, but as we heard earlier from Anita, at our best, we are truly the university for North Carolina. As the late Chancellor Michael Hooker said, there is only one reason to have a public university, and that is to serve the people of the state, and that should be the touchstone of everything we do. We relaunched the Tar Heel Bus Tour this fall, reconnecting us with the importance of serving our state. Our faculty learned about our state, the communities that we visited learned about Carolina, and I benefited so much because I learned a lot about both. The impact of our faculty, staff, and students on North Carolina is undeniable. Our state has made us better, and we will aim to make our state better too. So here's what I promise today. As Chancellor, I will shine an honest and stark light on our campus, and I will act on the challenges that we face. On the other side of every challenge is an opportunity, and we'll find them and act on them. I will make mistakes, and I'll listen and work to change when I do. Leadership must be accessible, transparent, and clear, and that's how a public university is supposed to work. I will work hard to help create the stable, safe community that we need to focus on the groundbreaking research and learning that's happening across our campus. I will be a leader who goes into communities across our state and listens. I will lead our university in service, ensuring that everything that we do is for our state. Servant leadership. It's not a phrase that we hear often anymore, but it's what I want to embody as Chancellor. I truly believe that Carolina's greatest strength is its people, and the best form of leadership at Carolina is one that makes decisions with, not for, this community. As a servant leader, I am committed to championing our community, fighting for our values, and always reminding people that we have a world-class university right here in Chapel Hill. Carolina is my home. I love this university, and the opportunity to lead it is a profound honor. There is no institution in the world that is more capable of changing our future than our nation's first public university. Universities offer hope. They are the closest thing to a level playing field that society has created. Universities drive our economy, spur innovation, and create jobs that make our communities and families stronger. Our great university must continue to identify and prepare for whatever comes after, what comes next. We must keep our eyes fixed on the horizon. This is what we have always done at Carolina, and it is what we will continue to do. When I think about the years ahead, I know it will not always be easy. But what motivates me is the impact we can have as we strive to make the next generation's lives better than our own. What motivates me is our community and the people who have dedicated their lives to serving the greater good. My family is here today. My children, Jacob, Tessa, Adam, and Nathan. My wonderful wife, Amy, and her parents. Thank you for being here. I know my parents are watching the live stream back in Latrobe, Pennsylvania, which is my hometown. And I'm only standing up here today because of their love and support. We are taking this on as a family. We sometimes joke, you've heard me say it, easy is boring. And so I want to thank all of you for the first time as your chancellor. Go Hills. Thank you.
I got to do this 20 years ago with Chancellor Measer over here, and I look forward to coming back in 20 years for Kevin's retirement. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you all for being here today. There's a reception. Please join us for that. Hark the sound. Have a good day.